Everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen, and I wanted to give you guys a visual for anybody who's been watching and is curious about what is Energy Queen Alchemy that I keep talking about, EQA for short. I'm gonna actually draw it for you. I'm gonna give you, I like making energy super practical, so I'm gonna draw what I'm doing, what this does for you. I'm gonna show you what to expect from a session with me, okay? So I'm gonna draw first, I do really simple drawings, just like that. And basically, so why you would come to me, why somebody would come to me, and why my clients usually come to me is you have what we call blocks inside of your energy. So blocks are in specific places in your energy. That's something really important to know. They are in specific places. It's not just like, ugh, I have negative energy. It's like, where is it? You can feel it. If you feel that, like, if you take a second, like, you can actually feel where it is. And these blocks can be big. The energy world is very different from the physical world. In the physical world, we only have we can only carry so much physically, but in the energy world, you could carry gigantic negative energies, like giant, I've seen like gigantic things like that, to be honest. So you're gonna feel pretty shitty if you have something like this. You're just walking around and going about your day, and people come to me, and I actually, on my free consults, I do a digital drawing like this, but I do it digitally. I will show you where the blocks are, and I will tell you what they're about. And the reason why I do what I do is because who are you going to go to for this kind of problem? Like, what do you do about that, right? And I think a lot of times why people don't get their energy cleared is because you cannot see it. It's honestly hard for me to watch people walk away from a consult and be like, okay, thanks, no, I'm good. Or, I can't afford it. Or, whatever the reason is, negative energy just doesn't want you to get it cleared. It is just like, it wants to stay in you rent free. And I'm going to show you what it does in your life and why it's not just about how that makes you feel and how the low frequency makes you feel worse. It affects your health. It affects your ability to focus, your energy. This is like the cause of a lot of the problems in your body and your life. And here's the kicker, in your reality, because the frequencies that are in you create what you see in your reality. And so you're going to see something that makes you feel an exact replica of whatever these energies are. And are you going to see this thing with your eyes in your life? No, but you're going to see something. I'm just going to erase so I can show you. You're going to see something that feels like that feels. So if there are a bunch of negative frequencies and they feel, big and scary like that, you're going to have something big and scary happen. Like someone's going to sue you, or you're going to get dumped, or you're not going to have enough money, or, I don't know, you're going to get in an accident, or all kinds of things like that. And when you look at your life, if something's happening that you don't like, I think what part of my mission here on earth is to tell people is that is something that is not just reflecting the physical events of your life and the actions you take, it's reflecting your energy. And if you deal with these things that you don't like, whatever they are in your life that you want to change, and I think when people finally do come to me, it's because they're like, I just can't stand this anymore and nothing else is helping. And even though I'm toiling and trying to change things in my life, I can't. Well, yeah, of course you can't, because you still have this thing inside, right? And these two parts of life, your energy and your actions, are not, they're not separate. They're very intertwined. But what I'm saying is, if you get this cleared, what happens to your life is that what it was causing in your life again and again and again, and it can even be in different ways. Like this could cause one thing, and then it could manifest as another thing and another thing. And that becomes a negative pattern right there. This thing keeps happening in my love life. This thing keeps happening with money. It's like, yeah, because it's different situations, same root of the problem, which is in your energy. So getting these cleared really does change your whole reality. And this is what I think I really want you to know, because when you're working on things, trying to make them easier, trying to solve problems, like think about all the work you try to do every day to make your life better, to try to have a better life experience. I mean, not just that, but I believe a big part of my mission with the work I do is to connect you back to who you really are and why you're even on earth. Like, for me, it's not just about, oh, let's like make your life easier and get your energy cleared and then watch how things get better in your life and more positive. That's great. That alone is great. But for me, it's more like, well, who are you really and why are you here? And let's speed up the process so that you use more of the years that you have on this planet, more of the years while being young, by the way, because not all the years on this planet you're going to even be the age you are. Let's get you like locked into your mission. Like, why are you here? And you're continually going to be evolving. You're continually going to be learning lessons and getting better and better. And doesn't matter what age you are, you know, there's something to learn. There's a reason why you're here every moment. So why, like, what is that positive thing that you're here to bring the world? And when you have less negative energy really distracting you with these problems and issues, if you think of all the problems and issues that you have from your childhood and, you know, whatever it is that keeps showing up, if you didn't have that to deal with, like in the way, what would you be spending your time on? What would your focus be on? That's what my mission is about, is helping you get through whatever that distraction is, that problem is, and get back to like, why am I here? What am I here to do? What is this about? Like, you know, and so those are people I really want to work with, are the people who are like, you know, I'm really done with fighting with all these blocks and I really just want them dissolved. A lot of people ask me, am I allowed to get blocks dissolved like this? And my answer is, I am only able to dissolve the things that I see, and the things that I see are organized by the bigger picture, by God. So I don't even see everything. If I'm not allowed to dissolve it, and that's something you have to go through life and learn, I just won't see it. But it always shocks me how much negative energy I do see in sessions. It's basically God saying like, yeah, get this out of the way, get that out of the way, get that out of the way. And you might be asking, well, why doesn't God just do it himself? Why doesn't he just do it? Well, we have free will, and it really takes somebody being willing to let go of things like this. Like when you book a session with me, you're really saying, I do want to let go of this. And what he taught me to do, I'll show you that as well, a visual. He taught me not just everything that I teach and know, but he really taught me that like your like energy, who you really are, your actual identity, like the you that's supposed to do something positive in this world and like bring that into the world, have that positive energy reflecting into the world, be busy with that, creating more and more positivity. Positivity is limitless, by the way, so the more you create, the better. The faster you start, the better. But it's about like, who are you? Like, you are a positive energy only. Like, that's who you are. So when negative energy is in the way, it's just like literally blocking and literally like slowing down your mission, basically. And what he showed me is that negative energy is not personal. Like, you tend to think a lot of these things that we've been through in the patterns and stuff, like that is so personal to me. And it really is like a bacteria or a cold virus, like dirt. It can go in anybody. And so it's really not personal to you. I like to think of my work as like a facial for your soul. It really is like that. It's like when you go to the facialist, you don't like ask to hang on to the blackheads that she took out, or like, no, it's not personal, you know? That's just oil and dirt that could be in anybody. And it's actually the same with these things. So these things are removable. And when I first started my work, I used to reach in with my hands, like, and with my intention, take them out. And that worked really well. But my work has evolved over the past 5 years, working with clients worldwide. I've worked with thousands of clients all across almost every single continent. And basically, this works at a distance. And what I do is I bring in a positive frequency and I combine it with the negative frequency. And as I do that, it dissolves it. Positive and negative energy cannot be in the same space at the same time. the same physical space. So physically, I will bring a positive frequency in, and I will dissolve the negative energy. And it is that fast. It only takes a few seconds, even though these things might have been in you for decades or even lifetimes. And one of my best tools is the blood of Christ, the water that gushed forth from his heart when he was on the cross. Those are my two top tools. And that surprises people, I think, because they're like, why are you energy and religious? And like, that's just something I have a lot of faith in, is something called the divine mercy. And that's an image that Jesus had commissioned. He appeared to a nun in the 1930s named Saint Faustina, and he had her make a painting of him with two rays of light representing the blood and the water, that they cut him open on the cross when he was dead. And I think he was dead at that point, and two streams of liquids came out, and one was blood and one was water. It was like miraculous. So I use those because I personally believe in them. You don't have to believe in anything specific to work with me, but you can get miraculous results through the process of what I call Energy Queen alchemy. It really is alchemy, but in the energy world. And it can get you results like seeing now positive things happening in your life, because that's what's in your energy. Your life shows you what's in your energy. So if you want something positive, positive change, it's like you have to think about not just what you're doing to create that, but what are you being? What frequencies are inside of you? And the more you allow negative energies that you know are there, being inside of you, you have to realize that's what you're going to keep seeing, right? Unless you get rid of those. And the other ways to get rid of these, some people have asked me about that. What these are lessons. And basically what learning a lesson is discovering that a negative belief that you once believed is not actually the truth. And these actually are negative beliefs. That's what negative energies also are. So if you go through life is always going to lead you to change your beliefs, learn lessons. And you know how long it takes to learn one lesson in your life, right? So when you learn the lesson authentically, you won't believe the negative belief, and it cannot be inside of you. So it will leave. That energy will leave instantly. And so your life does get better when you learn lessons. But the thing is, we're always learning lessons all the time, all of us. Even if you work with me, even me, who I do Energy Queen Alchemy on myself every day, I'm still learning lessons every day. And that's what we're doing. But what Energy Queen Alchemy does is it speeds up the process, again, of you being able to be who you're here to be in the world, bring more positivity into the world, because there are a lot of things that God literally just gives us a permission slip to let go of. And during this time, I know it's especially a time of ascension, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to help certain people basically go from here to here, go from having this problem, not having that problem, being able to focus on why you're here, your mission, because we need you to live your mission. And so if you're somebody who knows that there's something in the way of your energy, I implore you, don't let it sit another day. Like, I'm in front of you for a reason. This is why I do what I do, why I've been given this gift. It took me years to hone, and now I'm at the best that I've ever been with it. And I can't wait to welcome new clients. So if you're interested, I have an intro package right now. It's an amazing deal. All you have to do is click the link in the description, and you can book a free consult. If you just want to be somebody who wants to say thank you for this information, which was very hard earned by me, you can give a PayPal tip. I'll put my link in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. And if you like this video, make sure you actually like it. And yeah, I would love to hear from you what you think.